Hi, my name is Mitchell Baker, and I'm one of the exercise physiologists here at Pritikin Longevity Center. And what we do here that kind of separates us is cardiovascular exercise. We do cardiovascular exercise 5 days a week. Each class is about 35 to 40 minutes. We do about 8 to 10 intervals per class, and we use an app called MyZone and a watch that kind of calculates where you're supposed to be specifically for the interval training. The goal is to push yourself as hard as you can, and it's kind of hard to dictate what is hard is. So we use a MyZone app to really push yourself to the limit where you're supposed to go. In this video, we'll actually show you how a cardiovascular interval training class will actually look like. So we're going to be demonstrating how to use the MyZone, especially for our cardio classes here at Pritikin. So the MyZone comes with 3 different straps. You have a wrist strap. We also have this chest strap, usually better for higher intensities. We also have the arm strap as well, so you can wear it on your arm. So depending on the goal and what exercise you're doing, different straps kind of work for different purposes, but of course you can use it at any point that's comfortable for you. So all we're gonna do at first is turn it on. We use this little black button here to turn on. It makes a beep. We'll put it on our wrist for now, so this is what I'm gonna be using. And what's cool about the wrist strap is it's gonna come up onto the screen that we have over here. So it's gonna have my name, percentage of my heart rate, and what my heart rate is. It takes a couple minutes for it to calculate. The bottom one are the points. They're called MEPs. What we use the MEPs for is to kind of show how many points you're in during the intensities. The higher intensity you're working, the more points you earn. The percentages, your heart rate percentages, depending on your age and weight and everything. So when we use the MyZone, we use your age and everything to calculate your specific heart rate percentage to match your goals. And we also use the rate perceived exertion scale to kind of go off exactly the color of the towel. So right now I'm at no exertion, I'm just talking, so it feels like I'm not doing anything, and it matches the towel, so I know that's what I'm doing. And as I'm gonna be warming up on the spin bike, you're gonna see the colors change from blue, that's kind of like a light workout, green to somewhat hard, and then yellow, oranges to harder and hardest. So again, as you're getting on the bike in the classes, we'll have an instructor lead in the corner, and all the classes will be loaded up. So you'll see the time, you'll see everything there, so you can follow along. But right now, we'll just have the towel. So I'm gonna just warm up so you can see the color of the towel go from gray to blue. So I'm using the spin bike, but we have a lot of different machines that you can use here. We have ellipticals, we have treadmills, we have a rower. You know, certain machines kind of burn a little bit more calories depending on your purpose. You know, so especially for interval days, you want to do something that's going to make you work the hardest. For now, I'm just going to warm up for about 2 to 3 minutes. And as I'm warming up, you can see the scale or the towel onto the screen. It's going to change as I'm getting warmed up. My heart rate's going to increase a little bit. And you can use your exertion to determine. So right now, for me, it feels like a very light. I'm not doing anything, so I'm just kind of warming up right now. So my goal is to get it to the blue so I can actually feel like it's actual 9, 10, or 11. Because sometimes as you're learning, you're not sure what your exertion is. This kind of helps you get to it, so now you know you have to get it to a certain color. Or you can also use your phone to connect with an app that has everything as well. So since you're gonna go home after your stay here, you might not be using the towels or anything, so you use the app. So you just download the app called MyZone, and then from there, as I'm loading it up, I go to my tile, and it takes a second, and now my tile is exactly where the screen is. So now, at home, I can get my workout in by putting my phone there and know, okay, I'm in the blue zone, I'm warming up. So for me, this feels like a 9, a very light. I'm able to have a conversation, I feel fine, my core temperature is raising. So right now I'm gonna bump it up so it feels like a green. So I'm gonna increase my intensity just a little bit. And then you're gonna see eventually on the screen, and then I'm looking at the MyZone as well, it's increasing with my heart rate. My percentage is at a 66% right now. My heart rate's at 133. I'm burning 7 calories so far. So I'm still able to hold a conversation. Now I'm trying to push into the green, so it's somewhat hard. So now you see on the screen, now it's getting to the greens, the 135s, 136s. And the goal for the steady state class is to hold this intensity for a period of time. So nothing too easy, but also not too hard. So I'm working, I'm breaking a sweat. You can hear I'm able to have a conversation, but it's kind of brief. And this is the cardio benefits for the steady state. So it can't be too easy. I'm kind of working right now. And with steady state, you can change it up. So maybe a couple minutes, you're going to the 14 or 13. Right now, for me, this feels like a 12. So I'm gonna pick it up a little bit so I can get myself into a 14. And now I can use my heart rate to determine what my 14 is. So right now I'm at 146. That feels like a 13 for me. So now I just learned that I need to get my heart rate relatively to 145 to feel like a 13. So now this is what you do for steady state. I'm gonna introduce an interval. So I'm gonna go hard for a minute. It's gonna be 1 minute intensity. I'm gonna go to get to the yellow, and then I'm gonna do a cool down. So minute on, minute off. So I'm gonna wait a couple seconds so it gets hard on time. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now I'm gonna speed it up. Back up and do an interval for 1 minute. The goal is to push to a 15, 16, or 17. I have 30 seconds left. I'm pushing. See how it's harder for me to talk? I can only do this for about a minute, then I need a break. 15 more seconds. And you'll see the color change to yellow. That's for me, this feels like a 15. 5, 4, 3, 2. So now I'm gonna cool down. So it was a minute hard, I have a minute recovery. On the recovery period, you should see my heart rate go back down to the green, to the light blue. So I was working hard. Maybe have a conversation. And the goal for the cool down is to slow yourself way back down. So when you're ready to go, you can speed yourself up. I have about 30 seconds left of the cool down. All right, so now I'm finishing my workout. What's gonna happen, I'm gonna kind of clean up. I'm gonna turn off my watch. The key thing for the MyZone, it's easy. You turn it on, it's going. You turn it off, it stops. But if you're going between classes, you have to wait about 10 minutes before you load it back up, so it can save each data for each class. So I'm gonna slow it down. I'm gonna turn off my watch. It's been recording my data. I have 10 minutes. That was just one interval out of the 10 that we do here at Pritikin Longevity Center. If you're interested, come down and let's work hard.